Hey guys and gals, Rob here, and today I'm going to be doing a wee little review on Castille Armory's new economy line basket hilt broadsword. Now I've been doing stage combat for probably about 10 years now, crossing over to the HEMA side probably about 2 or 3 years ago, with an emphasis on the Scottish basket hilt broadsword or backsword. And over those past 10 years, it's been really hard to find a really good trainer sword or a good blunt that isn't super heavy, too whippy, those sorts of things. So thanks to the efforts of Jay Moss and others, they've worked closely with Castille to develop a somewhat more affordable offering for the Scottish basket hilt broadsword, or any kind of basket hilt sword that you like. Now, what's nice about this guy is that it is really, really light. It weighs in just a little bit over 2 pounds, with the point of balance right around 3.5, 4 inches from the hilt. So really not bad. Definitely a cutter. A nice thing about the grip is that it's a little bit more extended than a lot of the originals, and allows some space for a padded glove, if you will, since there isn't a lot of protection in the hilt for defense against the thrust. That being said, I know some guys have tested these out, have put a real thick leather liner in there, and that seems to do just fine as well, so keep that in mind. This guy weighs in, or excuse me, this guy comes to the market at $260 US, you know, and tack on usually about 20-30 bucks of shipping for that as well. So right around $300 for a good, light, maneuverable broadsword. Seems to be okay. Have not gotten a chance to test it out yet, so that's coming a little bit later today, and we'll see how she holds up. Now, being the experimenter that I am, I have another piece from Castille, one of their Highland basket hilt broadswords here. Now, this is their Type 15 blade, with a small ball pommel to compensate for a much heavier blade. This guy weighs in about 3 pounds and is really pretty heavy in the hand, but you just cannot beat the blade presence of the thicker piece of steel here. So we got the F4 Flex offering from Castille on the economy broadsword, so we'll see how that does after we go after it for a little bit. But I mounted the half pommel here and the fetter type blade onto the Highland basket hilt, and I was really, really happy with the way it felt. Weighed in about 2.6 pounds, so a little over 2.5, and it felt really good. It did bring the balance back towards the hand probably about an inch or so, but in future matches, I may swap the blade and pommel out and see how it handles.
All right, I've got some footage from initial testing of the Castille Economy basket hilt, and also some good footage of the Castille Highland broadsword as well in action. So here we go.
How's it feel?
Okay, after spending some time with a sword in hand, I really have to say that I am very pleased with the Economy basket hilt. It is very, very swift and really moves like a dream. It doesn't quite have the blade presence, but that's okay. Its speed allows it plenty of maneuverability, and I found absolutely no issues with the gaps in the basket. It took several hits over the course of the free play, and seemed to be none the worse for the wear. No real bending or anything, so that's a plus. As far as the blade held up fine and everything, the only issue that we had was the rubber tip on the end must have taken a shot and broke, and that kept flying all over the place. But those are cheap and easy to replace. So yeah, the Castille Economy basket hilt, yeah, thumbs up. It's great for probably any kind of spadrooner or broadswordsman, probably even a good saber replicator too. It's really got a hit with this very nimble, agile blade, and time will tell, see how durable it is, but initial bouts prove that it could really take a beating.